Now, you said you fell in love with him. That, to me, I find it very bonkers because, number one, from what he said from his video, he said that he was under pressure and he needed a wife, and you were brought to him. And within a space of 3 weeks, he got married to you. So when exactly did you fall in love, Miss?
Shocking how people do some certain things that are punishable before the law, and they end up going scot-free without any punishment because of, say, they hold one political appointment or the other, because of, say, dem get this money and connection. Like, I no fit to just understand. Imagine an insider don come out don come draw Regina Daniels ear that even if she ever thought of going back to Ned Nwoko, her billionaire husband, she need to think twice and go through this message over and over again, because the same pattern, the same thing wey happen to Shantel, one of Ned Nwoko's wife, na the same pattern, the same thing, the same leg, na Ned Nwoko don start again with Regina, with this narrative wey im come out with. Even though e might be looking like im don lose like this, but say Regina Daniels need to use her brain, use her tongue take count her teeth. E get why. According to the insider, e say if Gina accepts Ipa in-house rehabilitation arrangement, she might lose out on her children totally. It happened to Shantel. She was a zombie for a long time and lost out on her children completely. Even the time she came out to cry for help about her children not being properly looked after, everyone ignored her because everyone questioned her mental health. Once Ipa sees you have made a move to leave, it's over. Gina clock started ticking the first time she rebelled against him. If you want to leave Ipa as a wife, you need so much wisdom. You leave completely before he noticed. I am afraid, but even if Gina succeed in leaving, the chances that she will have custody of her sons are very, very slim. Unless a miracle. Ipa is so calculated. We can't dispute that. Maybe Gina should just be like Shantel. When the kids grow, they will know their mother tried. Na how the insider take on drop this particular message, say na the same pattern wey Ned Nwoko use during Shantel time, coming out to say that Shantel dey into druggy. Even when Shantel finally left the marriage, go back to her father house, living her life, she wanted her children dearly, but the word and the law of the country said that you, as a woman, if you are labeled as a person wey dey take druggy powder and all, say you are not supposed to carry your children. Your mental health will be questioned, that you cannot look after those children. So automatically, na the man na im go hold am, since the man still dey healthy and sound. So as such, when Ipa come hold those children and Shantel come find out say those children of hers, they no dey get the life wey she ever dreamt of for her children. They no dey give them as an attention, everything put together, they no dey get am. Na she come cry out say, God abeg my children they are going through a lot this that They no answer her. People even come dey ask say whether she don dey alright, whether the druggy she don go rehabilitation come back, they don approve am say she dey okay, she don check her health at all. Now with the question wey they become dey ask Shantel be that they no even allow her drink water drop cup on top of that matter. Na so Shantel, out of shame, she enter house with the hope say one day if her children grow, they go come realize say omo, she don really try, she don really do her best to make sure say she give them best life. But for where their papa hold them tight, giving her name wey no be her name, all in the name of say e just wan collect those children, make e be say e no lose 100%, say that money wey dem chop, e use am collect children for their hand. Say in this Regina's case, she need to calculate, use wisdom wey she go fit take collect her children for this man hand. If not, she will totally lose it. Last, if dem grow, they go later know, talk say at least my mama try. They go later look for their mama go. But for now, if Regina no use her sense, she no go get her children, according to the insider. Now make una come hear a lot of things wey Regina need to listen to. And because this one is coming from one of Ipa's wives.
Now, when I address this topic, I'm addressing every young girl and every future girl that finds herself in this situation. Now, first of all, please, I really feel bad for Regina. When I tell people that your relationships should be kept private, a lot of people come out and say, oh, so you want her to be abused in private without speaking out. That's not what I mean. I mean, if this relationship was private, now even if she wanted to get a divorce because of the issues they're having, it would have been easier for her to do it because nobody's egos will be hurt. But guess what? Now it is so public, it is embarrassing, and let's not forget that men in general, their egos are so big, it gets also hurt very easily. So now he as a man has to come out and prove that he's Odogu. Do you understand? So this is something that could have been fixed in a little bit of time, but it's not. Sorry, I'm talking fast. But second, let's even speak about the police. So you mean to tell me you left your duties of looking for real bandits to come and arrest Regina's brothers and sisters because an influential man paid you guys to do that, and you feel like that's okay? So that's the standard we are setting right now for our country. So just because I have money, I can do whatever I want, and you guys just want kitty kata kata. Like, you guys need to check yourself, because we are embarrassing as a country at this point. Now, into Regina. Listen, I don't know who you're trying to convince. I would have liked you as a young girl to sit down and be silent this period. There are a lot of narratives and things going around and being said. You should have done what Annie Dibia is doing. Just keep quiet. Because guess what? When you come out to make videos like this, you make the public look stupid in a way, because I'm like, who are you trying to convince of this story? Let's get into the story. Number one, you said you were coming out to explain because people used their, is it 200 naira to buy your CDs because you're famous, and that's why you have to come and explain yourself. Number one, honey, this is why I tell people, stop putting so much power to celebrities, because when push comes to shove, they look at you like just your 200 naira. That 200 naira multiplied by 200 million, that's money in the bank. Now, first of all, you're not coming out to explain because of the CDs they bought. You're coming out to explain because you sold a narrative to young girls. You made it. You sold the story of, listen, if you're lucky and blessed enough to marry a wealthy old man, these are the benefits. So a lot of young girls followed you because of those statements you made. And now, yes, you do need to come out and explain to them, like, wait, hold on, the grass ain't that green, so that they also would learn from your mistakes. But that's not what you're doing. Now, literally, you're pissing on the public. Like, is it because you bought 200 CD? Whatever. Second of all, you said people say you got married because of greed. I feel like greed is not the right word. I feel like obligation is more like the word. You claim that your family has money on its own, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But a family who has money does not put her daughter under the pressure of taking up an entire lineage. You say you take care of, you send your brothers to school, you're helping your mother because it is your job, your blessing from God. Now, let me correct you right there. I always say it is not a child's job to take care of her mother. It is not a child's job to take on the responsibility of a parent. Parents are supposed to be the nurturers. Parents are supposed to be the givers. They are the vessel. They bring you into this world and try, by God's grace, to raise you into a decent human being. So no, the only reason you would help your parents is if you're just human and you decide, okay, you know what, my mom has been through a lot. Because me personally, with my daughter, she has seen so much, how much I struggled to make sure we are at this position. So out of the goodness of her heart, she said, you know what, I might buy my mama a house one day. And I'll be like, bless you, child, But the idea that, wait, hold on, it's my child's responsibility to take care of me, that is bonkers. Like, let's even kill that right now. For all the young girls out there, kill that thought. Now, you also made a point. How much money does a man need to give a woman to get her child and all that? Let me tell you something. If you don't watch the news, mothers have done worse for less. I have seen stories about mothers who were on drugs, who sold their baby for $20 just so she can get money, and allowed her babies get raped just to get drugs. So yes, it happens, and it happens a lot. And this is the part I don't like, because you're confusing the public. At the age of 18, 19, 20, you were the one taking care of the whole family. That is a lot of responsibility. But acting jobs do not pay that much. At that time, acting jobs, even till now, I know people who break their backs to act, and they're still not getting paid that much, to the point where you can take care of your whole entire family and also be able to sponsor per Ned $50,000, which that is bonkers. Now, going to his side, listen, a lot of people might only know Ned because of your marriage, but this man was successful before he met you. Let's be clear about that. He had money, but also his part I don't even understand. I find it very strange that a man at that age is still interested in a younger, but that's the society we live in. And the one that bothers me from his interview is he said he was under pressure to get married to someone from his village. You mean to tell me at your age you're under pressure and you had criteria, and one of them meant that you had to be a virgin and blah, 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 blah. But now me, I'm confused because I'm thinking, how did she make money at that age to sponsor? You know what? Let's not even go there. Let's just let people believe what they want to believe. Now, you said you fell in love with him. That, to me, I find it very bonkers because, number one, from what he said from his video, he said that he was under pressure and he needed a wife, and you were brought to him, and within a space of 3 weeks, he got married to you. So when exactly did you fall in love, Missy, please? I'm really, really curious at this point. When did you look at an older gentleman and say, oh my God, you're the one for the rest of my life, I want to be with you? Where exactly did you meet him? Because from what he said that, you see, that's why internet never forgets. He said you were brought to him. And you said that your family, they warned you, they fought you, they broke bottles so you don't get married to him. But I'm sorry, have you watched your wedding videos? In fact, I might put a clip here. You look miserable on your wedding. The one person that was dancing the most was your mother. Like I said, I'm making this video not to attack you or your mother, but to also enlighten the young girls. And I'm sorry I have to speak loud fast because I only have 10 minutes and I'm not doing a part 2. Those videos show that your family were clearly very happy. You are the only person in that video that looked miserable. So a person who is in love could not have that face on their wedding day. It is impossible. You look like it was a punishment being on your wedding day. So I don't know where that narrative of you were in love, you went to the police and said my family, that story is, come on. Silence sometimes is the best. You should allow the public think whatever they want to think, but just keep quiet, heal in peace, focus on your kids, try to see what you can do with that situation, but heal. Now you say it's love. Doesn't love mean care and respect? Now listen, care and respect is the basic human necessity. When dealing with human beings, care and respect are the two things you need just to manage life, you know. So when you talk about love, you're talking about compatibility, you're talking about attraction, you're talking about compromising, you're talking about knowing instinctively what your partner needs and just helping make life easier. And yes, you do not want to come and shame your husband's name, because let's be real, maybe you did fall in love at a point, because look, if you look at yourself from before you got married and after, there is a big glow. Honey, you is glowing. You are beautiful right now, you know. So yes, it is very, very possible that you did fall in love, but falling in love for the things or comforts that you receive is not enough to sustain a long-term marriage. You need every other thing. You know, it's like sprinkle of everything to make a marriage that would last. Now, the one aspect that I really feel bad about is the children. Now, when situations like this happen, especially when they're so public, the children always get caught in the middle. And you said he does have multiple children, so you want to raise yours. I don't believe, honestly, with the ego that man has on him, I doubt he would allow you change your children's name to yours. Now, also, you have to think, forget the anger, forget everything going on right now. You have to think about your children long term. What name is actually going to help them better? At the end of the day, your husband or your ex-husband is a successful man and his name carries weight. That means that a lot of doors will be open for your children. A lot of women get married to older, successful people because of their future children that most of them had not even had. They forget to think about how they feel in the moment. Now, I really wish you luck with the children situation, but please, stay off the internet. You're doing your case more harm than good. Your video from start to end is just like, come on. In fact, there are more I could say about your video, but whew, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Let me go and mind my own life right now. Young girls, Leno. Sure, you're seeing Leno. And for the men who are saying, judging me based on my last video, saying that I am a man hater, I'm going to make your time. I'm going to have time for you soon. I just don't have the time here to focus on that nonsense. But soon I'm coming for you too.
Now, after listening to everything that they said, what will be una take on this matter with the ground? What are your advice to Regina Daniels as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, as a close relative? make una come drop una opinion, una advice to dis very lady. We know say Regina too dey very young, and she fit pipu wey dey around her fit dey deceive her, fit dey tell her some certain things wey no go really work for her, so that by the time wey she fail, they go come sit down laugh her again. Make una come, make we interact. Do well to give the video a massive thumbs up. Help us share like for more like minds and more recommendation. I remain your humble girl Gifted Gist, and me dey bring una latest. Make we gather, guys. Make we talk, make we interact for the comment section. Bye for now.